Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I'm going to talk about ganking in 2023 on Elite Dangerous on Xbox. Generally, I don't think there's that many players out there to be ganking, but you know, apparently according to Reddit, it's still an issue. There was a Reddit post recently because somebody got killed in Shinny by two commanders and thought it was ganking, and there was a lot of people saying how ganking drives people from playing Elite Dangerous, and it's a real problem. I'm in open all the time, and I don't see that much genuine ganking. Now, when I think of ganking, is gang attack. That's where the word comes from. So we're talking about a large number of individuals attacking a small number of individuals. So, like, you know, when you get attacked by a full wing and you're on your lonesome, and you know, they mercilessly kill you over and over and over again, that would be considered ganking. Now, if they kill you once, that's, you know, you can get annoyed by it, but I wouldn't really say it's like griefing or ganking because it's only once. If they hunt you down persistently, that's when I think I draw the line. Even though, to be honest, I mean, I was hunted all the time by IED, and I used to quite enjoy it to a certain extent. It got a bit annoying after a while, a bit silly, but you know, it was quite fun to bait people into traps and have a bit of roleplay fun with them, and there was that side of it was fine. You know, and before that was Swords of Imperius. I used to try and hunt me down and kill me. But these things are really easy to avoid. Elite Dangerous is a huge game. There's not that many players. You know, most systems are going to be safe for you. And if you don't appear online and you don't have these people on your friends list, they can't track you anyway. So ultimately, I don't think there should be that big a griefing problem on Elite Dangerous full stop. And on Elite Dangerous on Xbox, there shouldn't be that big a griefing problem, to be honest. If people know what they're doing and learn to escape and evade, griefing is pretty easy to avoid. I would say, though, you know, I know a lot of people disagree with me. I do agree there's a certain mentality that I've never understood, which is people who try and bully people out of the game. You know, that part I find funny, because it used to be like, I remember Killer Elite back in the day used to boast about hounding people off the game, and then like 10 minutes later be moaning that there was no one left to gank. Okay, very weird. But you know, that mentality I never understood. As to, like, if you're being griefed, i.e. you're being pursued around the entire bubble, being sent hate mail and abusive messages, that is when it's taken too far. But not every PvP ass whooping that is handed out to someone in Elite Dangerous fell from the sky or was from no reason. And also, you know, engaging in PvP in Elite Dangerous does not make you a griefer or a ganker. I kill many commanders for power play reasons, and I get called a ganker or a griefer about it all the time. Till you point out to the person, like, you're literally doing power play and you're in a rival faction, and you're in that rival faction's home system doing fortification, and I've attacked you to stop you fortifying. It's valid roleplay, power play stuff, what power play was put in the game for. There's also people who believe that no one should be allowed to shoot anyone for no reason. And when they say no reason, that's what they mean is no reason that they can see. You might have reasons. You might just not like their face, their ship, or their commander name, or in some cases the fact they haven't named their ship. I've known all sorts of excuses for attacking people in Elite Dangerous, but generally on the whole, like, genuine griefing as in ganking in big numbers and ganking people like that, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it that often. Like, once in a while you'll see it. The other night, a load of TOC were in Seoul, killing anyone that came into Seoul, but they weren't hunting people down, they weren't sending people tons of abusive messages. You know, they were literally just hanging out in Seoul, and anyone dropped into Seoul was probably unfortunate enough to get attacked, hence why this fight broke out. And yeah, the few systems around Seoul, they weren't looking for people to kill, but they didn't pick on or pursue any particular commander or hound that person or send them loads of abusive messages. You know, yeah, they are gankers, they do gank people, but it doesn't make them bad people. Also, the game allows you to attack other players. You know, the open environment, you're free to do anything, and that includes being able to gank people. You might not like it, you might hate it, but they paid the money for the game, they're allowed to play it any which way they like. I don't agree with people bullying people out of the game or hounding people off the game with abuse. That's where I draw the line. But as far as attacking other commanders, even if it is for no apparent reason, the game allows for that. There are rules in place. You know, quite often the gankers are canny enough to choose the power play allegiances that mean they can attack any other power play without gaining notoriety. There are people that think that crime and punishment should be better, and that, you know, maybe that ATR should rock out sooner, and I don't disagree with those people. Crime and punishment in this game has always been a bit of a joke, though the people who normally say that haven't experienced the joy of, like I have, of having 3 notoriety and trying to pirate in Soul, because every time you accelerate up you get interdicted by like the police over and over and over again. Can be quite frustrating to have notoriety in Elite Dangerous, hence why I tend to let other people get the credit for the kills, because killing people gets you notoriety, whereas shooting them down to 1% and watching your wingmates kill them gets you no notoriety at all. It's great. Yeah, Garon falling for the age-old rammy bastard that I am. Unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing I can do to injure him. Eventually, you'll see why. I don't know why he jousted with me for so long, but he's definitely not going to stick around. Though he did hit me with his caustic missile, which I was impressed with, because hitting a Viper Mark IV with a caustic missile isn't the easiest target. But yeah, Indral does love his eagle because he can hang around in fights for quite a long time, and if someone goes after him, he can just run away. It's an annoying ship, but it offers support to his wing because the missiles he got on there do a bit of damage, and the enzyme missile is annoying and useful. I love it. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's great fun to use. It's one of the most fun weapons in the game. If you kill someone with the caustic effect, it is properly hilarious. And yeah, TOC, I think they killed a Corvette on the night with the caustic effect. They shot it down to like 1%, let Indral caustic missile it, and then watched it slowly melt, which is amusing. And you can actually kill people in Super Cruise with it because they jump away on 1%, but the caustic effect stays with them and melts their ship in Super Cruise and they blow up. So it is fun doing that. That is a really fun part of the game. But yeah, I think I got unlucky there. That collision, I thought that would put pay to him, and he's just realised how much damage he's taken and has now decided it's time to exit and leave. And he can outrun me all day long. In fact, he could outrun me without even boosting. So, you know, he played around with for a while just to see what speed I was going and what he could match it at. Which, yeah. So that pretty much ends that fight. He did claim victory because I got fed up of following him and waked up. So he cleared the instance and won. Which, you know, I'll grant him. I did leave before he did. But I think at 1% when you're running away from someone, it's a bit tough to really declare victory. But you can certainly try. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And I'm afraid to say, you may not like it, but open is open and people are free to do anything. And if that includes being a dick, there's nothing you can do about it. I will fight for people's rights to gank in this game because it's open. They are free to do whatever they want. And you're free to complain about them ganking as well. But as long as there's no harassment, abuse, and actual, like, stalking, I'm fine with it. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.
Oh, you waked up.
Mate,
Instance clear.
now.